Here's a nice driving video along Sewell Mountain Road. Old dirt road was a highway way back in the day. I think it's built sometime in the mid-1700s. And I found out George Washington helped have it built. Actually, I want to say mid-1700s. It'd be like the late 1700s. Not long after America became America. So I should say. I don't know a huge amount of history about this road. In the past year or two, I've learned about it because a friend of mine who has a YouTube channel known as Gene Adventures has told me about this highway and said a little bit of history with me about it. He also is talking about the Sewell Mountain Cemetery, which you'll see that video before you see this video. Which is interesting. I couldn't believe that cemetery is 3 acres. Well, I could believe it. It's hard to believe there's a cemetery on top of the mountain that's over 3 acres long. Plus a second cemetery, there's a Catholic cemetery not far from it. Both of those will be fun to explore later in the year when you can actually get to them easier. I think for the most part I'll probably just stand here in the riverbank and let the audio of the river in the background, so some kind of background noise, because it'll be hard to talk and say a whole lot in a 15-minute long video. Well, normally I can, but it's just this time I think I'm just going to not say a whole lot about the dirt road. Maybe I'll sing Take Me Home Country Roads. Of course, I can't remember all there was to it. I need to do that one day. I need to practice that song and get it memorized. You think as many times I listen to that song over the years I have it memorized. Oh well. One of these days I'm gonna get it memorized so I can actually sing it in some of these driving videos here in West Virginia. Yeah, this is a rough dirt road, but at least the car handled it. Now, McKendree Road, we wouldn't take a car down. You'd have to have a good off-the-ground four-wheel drive vehicle to go down McKendree Road. Well, once you get past there, you can go from Thurman to Thayer. But once you get past there, it gets too rough. So from Prince to Thayer, I wouldn't recommend go down McKendree Road. Just saying. Of course, Sewell Road is taken care of up to just a little bit past where we stopped to hike to the cemetery. Not very far past there, I think only to a log cabin. Once you get past that log cabin, the road's no longer taken care of. I'd like to point that one out. Just in case anybody wants to follow this road. Of course, there's a lot of roads that got off this road, including Berry Mountain Road. I know me and my sister years ago took a Dodge Stratus down Berry Mountain Road. Wasn't the smartest thing to do. Amazingly, we did not destroy the car, although she did have to have a mechanic replace the oil pan underneath because there was a hole in the oil pan because of that. It's amazing that my sister's car survived. I don't know if I got Berry Mountain Road in this video or not. Maybe. I remember finding out there's a few old towns along this road too, which I cannot remember the names of. And of course, when the coal camps Sewell opened up and the mines opened up, people in the towns just moved down to Sewell and lived there and worked in the mines until the mines shut down in the late 1950s. Although there's still at least one person living in Sewell as late as 1975. It might have been 78. I can't remember 75 or 78. I think it was 1975 when he passed away. He worked for Chesapeake, Ohio. And his job was to walk up and down the tracks, look for rock slides, falling trees, anything that could derail or harm a train. And it's his job to make sure the trains are able to go through there safely. Of course, after he passed away, Chesapeake, Ohio didn't refill that position. So Sewell became a ghost town at that point on. Also, in case anybody's curious, I do have videos of Sewell, West Virginia, and this fall I'll be doing more videos of Sewell, West Virginia, because it's not that far from my house. I could do a 10-15 minute drive from my house in Mount Hope, and then like a good hour of hiking through the woods to get there. Of course, it's more of a challenge to go to Babcock State Park and hike the trail, because it's a lot harder, because the Park Service only kept it, for the state Park Service only kept it clear to where it meets up with the national park, but yet that part has not been cleared yet. I don't know, that part might eventually get cleared where I can hike the Sewell. Hope they clear that part one day. Because that last couple miles down in the Sewell is very rough, climbing over fallen trees and brush on the railroad right-of-way that has not been clear for a long time. I think it's this fall last year we did that. Of course, most likely when it comes to exploring these mining towns, I was coming to Thurman, and where I go all the time and hike to Sewell and Fire Creek and all these towns I go to from Thurman, just follow the trail beside the railroad tracks, where the line used to be double track, but from the front of Conning Tower on, it's no longer double track, it's single track. It's all the way to Sewell, then it goes back to double track at Sewell. There's that sign. Something about a Berry Mountain Wildlife Reserve out that road. Which is very interesting. Here's Berry Mountain Hunting Club that owns all that land there, and they do a lot of hunting. But yet you got the wildlife reserve around where the hunting club is. So that don't make any sense. You actually have to be a member of the Berry Mountain Hunting Club to hunt here, so I've been told. Of course, I don't do much hunting anyways. Nothing against this, that's something I don't do. Yeah, I can remember part of that song. How's it? It's like Take Me On Country. It says, life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains like a breeze. Country roads take me home, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, Shenandoah River. I know there's more to the song, but for some reason I can't think of the very beginning of it. I think it's something like, the radio reminds me of a home, sweet home. Something about home, should have been home yesterday. You'd think as many times I was listening to that song, I would actually have it memorized. I remember bits and pieces of that song. Kind of like that when I try to sing a song at sorts, know how many times I practice it. If I don't have the paper in front of me with the words, as soon as I get in front of the congregation, it's like the light switch in my head goes off and I forget every word to the song. Because I think I sung The Lighthouse, which is one of my favorite gospel songs, a few times. The Old Rugged Cross, Just One More Soul. Those are the 3 songs I sung in sorts. I think there's a few more, but I can't think of it off the back. Ow. Okay, that hurt. Yes, I was smacking a mosquito off the side of my face while editing for the video. Yeah, here in a minute when we get to it, I had to point out where the Mans Creek Railway crossed the road here, next to the bridge over the creek, which is just down over the hill here. Old Narragansett Railway came up from Sewell, went all the way to Cliff Top, and then there's the Landonsburg spur that comes off just I say a mile or 2 below the grits mill at Babcock State Park that went to Landonsburg, which wasn't more than a couple miles long. Which is very interesting because before I met Zena Adventures, I didn't know anything about that line. I knew there was a rail line that went from Sewell to Cliff Top, but I had no idea there was so much history about that line. That's the part I didn't know. I didn't know there was a Narragansett Railroad and there was multiple towns. Because according to Coal Camps USA, it's just from Sewell to Cliff Top. It don't show the spurs that cut off of it. Well, I think there's a couple of different spurs. In the future, I'm gonna film more of that railroad right away, because that's something me and Zeno Vince was planning on doing this fall, is exploring the rest of the right of way that we hadn't explored yet that we didn't explore last year. So that'll be interesting. Of course, I'm going to start exploring a lot of Bennett and Allen surface rail lines around here that I know about, because there's a lot here in the New River Gorge near my house. There's also a lot of branch lines and spur lines all over the southern half of West Virginia. Most of them were mine spurs that were at the mines and mining towns. It looks like a house used to be there at one time. Oh, there's the Lanesburg spur crosses the road. I did follow up to where it crosses the creek there, and you could tell where the bridge used to be, but I couldn't get across the creek because at the time the water was a little high. Of course, that was earlier this year, back in like winter, early spring. I wonder how old this bridge is. But I need to look. I kind of wonder if there was a house, a building where the spur crossed the creek there. Looks like one used to be there. Of course, you look up here, you'll see the old guardrail. As we go up the hill, you see the guardrail's a little ways from the road. The road's like a good 5 or 6 feet from the guardrail once you get up the hill here. So I wonder if the road was moved at one point, and this is no longer the original alignment of the road. Well, maybe the GoPro didn't get picked up in the video. I thought I got it in the video. Maybe the camera didn't pick it up. But here's where it come out and back out in the main road. Also, I'd like to point out, if you follow this video to the very end, I say thank you. Of course, I also say like. If you watch any of my videos and you really enjoy them, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, I mean, not subscribe. Oh, by the way, I am going to start doing more live streams in the future. Maybe not the immediate future, but the near future. I'm going to start planning more live streams. I should start doing it on a regular basis because it helped a lot when I done them. That might actually help my watch time that I need to get up. I seriously think that's what I need to do, get my watch time and my watch hours up. The only vehicle we passed the whole time we were on the road, which is interesting. We didn't pass any vehicles except for that one truck on the way to or on the way back. Although we thought we saw a car in the distance, and it wasn't there anymore at some point. With our old point, it's creepy when you see a car in front of you and then you blink and it's not there anymore. That is kind of creepy, just saying. I bet this would be so much fun to drive in the fall with the beautiful fall forest. How about a good severe droughts we had this year? I hope we get a lot of nice fall colors and beautiful leaves this fall to take pictures and videos of. But I don't know. It's been unusually dry, so I do wonder. Of course, I'm kind of surprised the New River's not a lot lower. As dry as it's been. Evan Creek Country Club? Okay, there's two country hunting clubs there, not just one. Now I do